beats.
Yo, what's up, YouTube? This is your boy Junior, aka Smoking Guns, out here in Tucson, Arizona, representing the Ultimate Fight Club, giving you the latest content in boxing and MMA news that is out. So, today's video, man, we got some really good news coming out, and this is coming out from MARES himself, and this is coming out in BoxingNews24.com, where it states, Mares says, Pacquiao is not fighting Spence next. Will fight Keith Thurman instead. And in this article, it goes on to state, Mares has revealed that Manny Pacquiao will not be fighting ERROL Spence next, but rather Keith one-time Thurman instead. Mares says the 40-year-old Pacquiao wants no part of fighting unbeaten IBF welterweight champion Spence, despite having agreed to fight him next. Mares says Pacquiao will take on WBA Super World welterweight champion Thurman, which he feels will be an excellent fight and great style matchup for the former 8-division world champion from the Philippines. Former 3-division world champion Mares thought for sure that Pacquiao would take the fight with Spence next after he entered the ring this month after Spence's win over Mikey Garcia and agreed to fight him next. Fighters are allowed to change their mind, and evidently Pacquiao has decided to go in the direction of Thurman, according to Pacquiao. The timing is perfect for Pacquiao to take on the 30-year-old Thurman, who has fought just once in the last 2 years and struggling to beat fringe welterweight contender Josecito Lopez by a 12-round majority decision on January 26. Thurman labored to a victory and looked like he lost significant part of his game due to inactivity and injuries. Lopez came close to knocking Thurman out in the 7th round after hurting him with a left hook to the head. I don't think it's going to happen, Mares said to Fight Hype about the potential fight between Manny Pacquiao and ERROL Spence Jr. I think Pacquiao was looking at Thurman. I know Pacquiao, doesn't want any piece of ERROL Spence right now. I find that hard to believe. I thought that was going to happen when Pacquiao went into the ring and he called him out. They called each other out. Mares said about Pacquiao going into the ring and accepting the challenge to face Spence next after his fight with Mikey Garcia on March 16th at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Then I heard ERROL Spence is fighting Sean Porter. That's not official, but they may fight, Mares said, quote. It also goes on to state in this article, so what I think is there for Pacquiao is Thurman, and I think Thurman is a really good fight for Pacquiao because of the styles, Mares said. It'll be an interesting fight. It's a difficult one for both, more for the older Pacquiao, but Pacquiao has so much experience. He's so well an all-around fighter at his age right now, and he doesn't show it. You saw his last fight against Broner. He's just that good of a fighter. Age is just a number for him. We all want him to be there. I'm only 34, Mares said, quote. Now, with this news coming out right here, dude, it's really good to hear that Pacquiao will be fighting a really good challenge in a person like Keith Thurman, especially since Keith Thurman has that WBA super belt and Pacquiao has the WBA regular belt. So it's really good that they both can be able to unify those belts to see who is the true WBA champion in that 147-pound division. And this isn't any kind of surprise to me that friggin' Manny Pacquiao is not going to be fighting ERROL Spence, because I even came out with the video talking about how Manny Pacquiao ducked ERROL Spence, and it's kind of funny how so many people out there are friggin' mad that I came out with that video, but the fact is the fact. He came out stating how he wanted to fight the winner of Mikey Garcia and ERROL Spence, and when ERROL Spence won that fight, it didn't even look like he wanted to face off with ERROL Spence. ERROL Spence was the one that called him out to come do the face-off, and when the announcer asked Manny Pacquiao if he wanted to fight ERROL Spence, he literally did not give a yes or no. He just simply stated, sure, why not? Like he wasn't really sure if he wanted to fight ERROL Spence, but it really doesn't matter to me as long as he's fighting a really good challenge like a dude like Keith Thurman. That'll still be a really good fight for both of them. Just for the simple fact is you got a guy like Manny Pacquiao who is still very active in that friggin' ring, and then you got a guy like Keith Thurman who hasn't really been active, and he really didn't look that bad in that Josecito Lopez fight. The only thing that you could tell is that it did not look like he was used to getting hit again. Just for the simple fact is, I know a dude like Keith Thurman does not like to get hit, but when he got rocked by Josecito Lopez like he he did. He literally stayed on his bicycle for the rest of the fight, trying to hit and move, hit and move, hit and move. And he was still able to ride off with a decision win, but it just didn't look good for him after that 7th round when Jose Cito Lopez hurt him and came very close to stopping him in that 7th round. But I think this is going to be a very good fight, very entertaining fight, and a very challenging fight for both of them. And both of them have the tools to be able to beat each other, just for the simple fact is you got a guy like Pacquiao, who is a very high volume puncher, and then you have a guy like Keith Thurman, who can definitely pose problems for a guy like Manny Pacquiao with his boxing ability and his movement, which I think he could use his movement to be able to exploit Pacquiao. But I think it'll be a very good fight. And hopefully this fight will be announced soon, so we know definitely for sure that these two will be fighting each other next. All right, so I hope you guys like the video. If you guys like the video, make sure to hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you guys have any kind of questions, any kind of comments, hit me up in the comment section and I'll be sure to hit you guys up. All right, so I hope you like the video. Holla at your boy.